गुरु गौरांग कंदार विकगिरिधारी शिष्य राधा विनोर बिहारी जू की जय। श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मरन मोहन जू की जय। नित्यालल प्रविष्टुम विष्णुपार शुतर शुत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत नारायण गोसाई महाराज श्री गुरुदेव की जय। नित्यालल प्रविष्टुम विष्णुपार अश्रुतर शुत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत वामन गोसाई महाराज की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपार अश्रुतर शुत शिशिमार भक्ति विज्ञान केशव गोसाई महाराज की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपार अश्रुतर शुत शिशिमार भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्ट महाभगवत शिल गौरक्षरस बाबाजी महाराज की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्ट शिल सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। नित्यालंब वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथ दास बाबाजी महाराज की जय। श्री रूपानो गौरिया गुरु वर्ग की जय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ शारद गोसाई प्रभु की जय। श्री स्वरूप दामोदर राय रामानंदारी श्री गौर पार्षद वृंद की जय। नामचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री क्षेत्र मंडल श्री क्षेत्र मंडल गौर मंडल ब्रज मंडल मथुर वृंदावन धाम की जय। सर्व अभिष्ट प्रदात गिरिराज महाराज की जय। श्री राधा कुंद श्याम कुंड की जय। श्री यमुना देवी गंगा देवी की जय। श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जय। श्री भक्ति देवी की जय। श्री पूर्णमासी योगमाय की जय। श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। That's interesting. Anyhow, the Bengali calendar says that, well, one Bengali calendar says that today is Makar Sankranti. Another one says that it is yesterday. Anyhow, Jai Makar Sankranti ki Jai. All right. We'll do the Mangalacharan and then begin. One second. Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Guruve namaha. Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namaha. Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Tividito Kodiya Gurvanvaye Bhato Bhanuriva Prabhata Gagane Yogora Sankirtanai Mayavarati Mingilo Daragatan Udritya Jivaniman Krishna Prema Sudabdi Gahana Sukhang Pradat Prabhung Tang Bhaje Vande Bhakti Vinodang Shri Gaura Shakti Swarupakam Bhakti Shastragya Samrajam Radha Rasa Sudha Nidhim Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanugavarayate Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Vrishabhanusutanvitavamatanum Yamuna-tattanagarnandasutam Murali Kalagita Vinoraparang Vajagodrumakanana Kunjavidum Smaragoragadadara Bhavagoragadadara Shrenugoragadadara Charukatham Bhaja Godrumakanana Kunja Vidum. Tavai vasmi, na jivami tvaya vina. Iti vigyaya devi tvang nayamang charanantikam. Bhaktya vihina aparada lakshay, kritashtrakamaditarangamadhe. Kripa mai tvam sharanam prapanna vrinde namaste charanarvindam. Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams, Nri Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mataji, Guru Nishta Prabhu, Nitai Mukesh ji, Sareshwari Mataji, Pradumna Prabhu, Mantramurti Mataji, Vangshiwala Prabhu, and all the other devotees watching on YouTube and Facebook. If you write a comment, I'll see your name. Otherwise, yeah, Dandavat Pranams. And also pranams to all the devotees watching in the future. So, just right now, I'm getting tons of messages from uh, Sundar Gopal Prabhu and Anuradha Mataji. Sundar Gopal Prabhu is going through the uh, the translation I made for Daśa-mūla-tattva, and I've been listening to them all until I just started, and he keeps on sending more messages, and it's really exciting because I'm finally getting full clarity of all the Sanskrit words. I was just kind of guessing a lot before, and now everything's becoming really clear. And Anuradha Mataji, I was working out things with the layout with her. Now she's sending out all sorts of layout stuff on WhatsApp. And so my mind is not so focused right now. I kind of I really want to hear what Sunagopal is saying right now and also look at the layout stuff. But I am going, now is time to work. I'm sorry, we're focusing on Jaiva-dharma right now, but I think I'm not really in a good mindset to do a good recap. So I'm just going to read from the chapter. Maybe we can read the full chapter today, actually. Today we're reading about Nāma-tattva. And this is on the topic of prayojan, because really Nam is everything. Nam and Nami are non-different. And it's also the, it's, it's our process and it's our goal, chanting Nam, right? And so, yeah, we'll read that. First, we'll go over the introduction verse and then we'll read the chapter on Nāma-tattva. It's not too long. I think it's only I think it's less than 4,000 words. So we'll be able to read it all in this session. Oh, okay. But yeah, I thought the translations were okay, like pretty good for Daśa-mūla-tattva that I made. But now after hearing all these messages from Sundar Gopal, I see, oh my God, there's lots of very significant changes we need to make all throughout the first translation. It's probably going to be like that for everything. But yeah, I'm really excited. I think we're going to have a really yeah, good translation of this by the end. Okay. Hari Bol Premavati Didi. Okay. Um, wait, what am I doing? Okay. So, Naya maybe, and if anybody's interested in learning these verses, maybe we could just do a special thing where we just focus on the verses and try to go through the meaning of all the words. And I could even do like I was doing for Govardhan Raspartana Dashakam, we can do a whole memorization practice thing, like where I explain the meaning of the words and then repeat it a few times and then explain the meaning of the other words and then repeat the whole line. Like there's a whole system so that by the end of the session you can if anybody here wants to memorize the verses of Daśa-mūla-tattva, send me a message and let me know. And if there's enough interest, then I'd like to do something like that personally. So, okay. First verse, introduction verse of Daśa-mūla-tattva. So, Actually, Sundar Gopal said that evidence is not the best word to use. What did he? I forgot how he explained it though. He just sent me a message like this minute. I mean, like just right before I started. But anyhow, for now I'm going to say the evidence, but then I'll see. Our evidence that establishes the following nine prameyas, the following nine things that are proven by that evidence, is Amnaya. Amnaya is the words of the Vedas received through the Guru Parampara and a Sat Sampradaya. Okay, so what are the things that are being proved by this praman? Well, the first three are related to Sri Hari, that Sri Hari is the absolute truth. He's the Parama-tattva. He is the possessor of all potency. He is Sarva Shaktiman. And he is an ocean of ras. Akila Rasamritamurti. Or here it says Rasabdim, an ocean of ras. The next three are related to the jiva. The jivas are tad, his, bhinna, separated, anksha, parts. And those jivas they're either baddha or they're mukta. They're bound, they're conditioned, or they are liberated. So the bound jivas are prakriti kavalitan. That means they are swallowed by Maya. They're under the control of Maya. And tad vimukta, and then the other ones, the mukta jivas, are tad vimuktangs. They are free from Maya. Here it's using the word prakriti, so the material energy. Okay, so first three Hari, the next three the Jivas. Now, Bheda Bheda Prakasham Sakalam Api Hare. Everything, Sakalam, everything in existence is a Prakash, is a manifestation that is Bheda, that is different from Hari, and Abheda, non-different from Hari. So, Achinta Bheda Bheda Tattva. So all these seven, was it? I think it's seven or six. I don't know. These are all to do with with Sambandha Tattva, the relationship with our relationship with Krishna and the relationship with Krishna between everything else and like that. That's Sambandha relationship. The next is Abhideya Tattva, and then the last is Prayojan Tattva. So an Abhideya Tattva, our sadhan, our process to achieve the goal is Shuddha Bhakti. And our goal, our sadhya, is Krishna Prem, our Tat Pritim. Priti means love for him, for Tat. And really, the sadhan and the sadhya are the same, because there's Shuddha Bhakti and Prema Bhakti. Shuddha Bhakti is Prema Bhakti, really. So, yeah, all right. So, Sri Gaura Chandra, who's Swayam, who is himself that same Paramatattva, the Sarva Shaktiman, the Akila Rasamrita Sindhu, the ocean of Ras. That Gaura Chandra, he Janan, to the people he Upadishati, he instructs these Daśa-mūla, these 10 fundamental truths. Daśa-mūla-tattva. So now let's go to the chapter. Let's just so that you in case it comes up, I'm just going to read the last couple paragraphs of the previous chapter, which we read yesterday. So Vijay Kumar, he says, he mentions to Raghunath Das Babaji Maharaj, he said, at this very moment, Prabhu, the desire is arising in me to renounce householder life and obtain residence as your servant, and obtain residence as a servant of your lotus feet. Vrajanath is just a boy, and his mother wants him to become a grahasta, but he does not desire to do so. Please give your instruction as to what he should do in this connection. Babaji, you have both received Krishna's mercy. You should serve Krishna by transforming your household into Krishna's household. Everyone should act according to the instructions which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave to the world. He taught that there are two ways by which one may worship Bhagavan while in this world. One may live as a householder or in the renounced order. Until one is qualified to take up the renounced order, he should remain a householder and engage in Krishna's service. In the first 24 years of his manifest pastimes, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu displayed the ideal for a Grihastha Vaishnav. And during his last 24 years, he set the ideal for a renounced Vaishnav. Mahaprabhu's example as a Grihastha established the goal of householder life. In my opinion, you should also do the same. You should not think that one can obtain the goal of Krishna Prem in householder life. Most of Mahaprabhu's favored devotees were Grihasthas, and even Vaishnavas in the renounced order of life pray for the dust from the lotus feet of those Grihastha Bhaktas. The night was far advanced. Vijay Kumar and Vrajanath spent the whole night in Srivas Angan, chanting the glories of Sri Nam in the company of the other Vaishnavas. At dawn the next morning, they finished their ablutions, bathed in the Ganga, and then offered Dandavat Pranam at the feet of their Gurudev and the Vaishnavas. Then they again performed Sankirtan, took Mahaprasad, and returned home before noon. Vijay Kumar called his sister and said, "Now Vrajanath will marry, so you should make the necessary preparations. I'm going to Modaduruma for a few days. You can send news to me when you have a fixed date for the wedding. I shall come with other family members to enhance the auspicious marriage ceremony. I shall send my younger brother, Harinath, here tomorrow. He will stay here and arrange everything." Vrajanath's mother and paternal grandmother felt as if they had obtained sovereignty over the earth. Completely overjoyed, they presented Vijay Kumar with new clothes and other gifts before they bade him farewell. So it's a happy ending for the, what was it? The mother and paternal grandmother. Okay. Maternal grandmother. Prameya, Nāma-tattva, or beginning chapter 23. Oh, and Haribol, Champak Mataji, Suman Shilji, Ganga Mataji, Indira Mataji, and everybody. Haribol. Oh, and who else? Anyway, okay. So, Bilva Pushkarini is a charming village where Bhagavati Bhagirati flows in both the northern and western directions. In one corner of the village, there is a beautiful lake surrounded by bale trees. On the shore of the lake is the Bilva Paksha Mahadev temple, and Bhavataran is splendidly situated a little distant from this temple. The village of Simulia is between Bilva Pushkarini and Brahman Pushkarini, and all three villages are within the town of Navadvip. A wide road leads through the center of Bilva Pushkarini, and Vrajanath's house is on this road towards and walked for some distance. But on the way, he began to think that it would be fitting to learn Sri Nāma-tattva from Babaji before he went home. Thinking like this, he returned to Bilva Pushkarini and said to his sister, "I will stay here for 1 or 2 more days, and then I will return home." Vrajanath became very happy to see his maternal uncle Vijay Kumar return. They sat together in the Chandi Mandap and began discussing the instructions of Daśa-mūla. By now, Suryadev was preparing to set on the western horizon, and the birds were quickly flying towards their nests. Just at that time, 2 Vaishnav sadhus from the Sri Ramanuja Sampradaya arrived. They put their asan beneath a jackfruit tree in front of Vrajanath's house, collected some sticks from here and there, and lit a fire. Their foreheads were beautifully adorned with the tilak of the Sri Sampradaya, and a sublime peace emanated from their faces. Vrajanath's mother was very hospitable towards the guests. Knowing that they must be hungry, she collected various kinds of edible ingredients and placed them before the sadhus, requesting them to cook and eat. They were satisfied and began to prepare their rotis. When Vrajanath and Vijay Kumar saw these Vaishnavs' peaceful faces, they came and sat with them. Both Vaishnavs were very pleased to see tulsi malas on the neck of Vrajanath and Vijay Kumar, and the 12 marks of tilak on their bodies. Spreading their blanket out more, they very respectfully had them sit down. In order to become acquainted with them, Rajanath asked, Maharaj, where are you coming from? One of the Babajis answered, We have come from Ayodhya. For many days we have wanted to take darshan of Sri Navadip Dham, the pastime place of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We are so fortunate that by Bhagavan's mercy, we have arrived in Sri Navadip Dham today. We would like to stay here for a few more days and take darshan of the pastime places of Sriman Mahaprabhu. You have certainly arrived in Sri Navadip, said Rajanath. You should rest here today and take darshan of Sriman Mahaprabhu's birthplace and of Srivas Angan. When these two Vaishnavas heard Rajanath's words, they became very blissful and recited a shloka from the Gita, from chapter 15, verse 6. Yad gatva na nivartante tad dhama paramang mama. When one goes to my abode, he does not have to return to this world. Haribo, Kishore Prabhu and Raghava Pandit Prabhu. Today our lives have become blessed. We have become blessed by taking darshan of Sri Maya Tirtha, which is the chief holy place of the 7 Puris. Thereafter, both Vaishnavas reflected on Artha Panchak and presented Sri Ramanuja's views on these 5 subjects. Swaswarup, that's one's own Swarup, one's own nature. Paraswarup, the nature of others. I'm just guessing right now. Upai Swarup, so the means for attaining the goal, I guess like sadhan. Purushartha Swarup, so what the goal is, the supreme object of attainment for humankind, and Virodhi Swarup, that which is against, that which is unfavorable for attaining that goal. That's just my guess, but I'm not sure. Actually, probably has a very specific meaning. So you can just scrap what I said. Upon hearing these topics, Vijay Kumar in turn explained Tattva-traya. That is to say, he spoke on the Ishvar, Jiva, Prakriti, and their interrelationship. So basically, that was the 3rd verse of Daśa-mūla-tattva. It went through that, right? Ishvar, Jiva, and Prakriti. The verse about how Krishna is Sarva Shaktiman, so it went through, yeah, the Parashakti, the Jiva Shakti, and Maya Shakti. After some time, he said, What is the Siddhanta in your Sampradaya regarding Sri Nāma-tattva? However, Vrajanath and Vijay Kumar were not very impressed or appreciative of the reply that the two Vaishnavas gave. Thereafter, Vrajanath said to Vijay Kumar, Mamaji, Mama means maternal uncle, Mamaji, after much deliberation, I have concluded that the jiva can only find his welfare by accepting Krishna Nam. There is no other way. The Lord of our life, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, has descended to this Maya Tirtha to teach Shuddha Krishna Nam in the world. When Sri Gurudev last instructed us, he said that Sri Nam is the foremost of all the angas of bhakti, and that we must make a separate attempt to understand Nāma-tattva. So let us go this very day and try to understand Sri Nāma-tattva conclusively. Then, after taking care of the needs of the guests, they departed. The Sandhya had arrived. So that's like evening time. That's and darkness was spreading. In Srivas Angan, Sri Bhagavan's Sandhya Arati had begun, and the Vaishnavas were sitting on the platform of the Bakula tree. The elderly Raghunath Das Babaji was also sitting there in their midst, chanting Nam on his Tulsi Mala and keeping count, Sankhya Purvak. Rajanath and Vijay Kumar offered Shashtanga Pranam at his feet, and Babaji Mahashaya embraced them, saying, Is the bliss of your bhajan increasing? Vijay Kumar folded his hands and said, Prabhu, by your mercy, we are well in all respects. Now kindly bestow your mercy on us this evening and instruct us on Nāma-tattva. Being very pleased, Babaji Maharaj replied, Sri Bhagavan has two kinds of names: his primary names, Mukyanam, and his secondary names, Gonanam. Names such as Srishti Karta, creator, Jagat Pata, protector of the universe, Vishva Niyanta, controller of the universe, Vishvapalak, maintainer of the universe, and Paramatma, the supersoul, are related to the creation within the shelter of the material modes. These are called gona, or secondary, because they are related to the gunas, the modes of material nature. There are many such gona names, secondary names, including names such as Brahma. Although their fruit is extremely great, they do not easily yield a transcendental result, a chitfal. The names that are always present both in the spiritual and material worlds are spiritual and primary. For example, names such as Narayan, Vasudev, Janardhan, Hrishikesh, Hari, Achyuta, Govinda, Gopal, and Ram. They are all primary. They are mukhya now. These names are present in Bhagavan's abode, the Bhagavad Dham, and are one with his form. They are one with his form, the Bhagavat Swarup. In the material world, these names only dance on the tongues of very fortunate people to whose bhakti they are attracted. Sri Bhagavan Nam has no connection at all with the material world, and all the Shaktis of Bhagavan's form, Bhagavat Swarup, are present in Sri Nam. All the Shaktis of Bhagavan's form are present in the Nam, just like we hear in the second verse of Shikshashtakam. Therefore, the name also possesses all these Shaktis. They have descended into the material world and are engaged in destroying Maya. The jivas have no friend in this material world except for Harinam. What is it? Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes, Toma vina bhava sindhu udarite nahi bandhu. Ashiyacho jiva udharani. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes in a song, what is it? Jai Jai Harinam Chirananda Mritatam. That the jivas have no friend other than except for Srinam. In the Brihan Naradiya Purana, Harinam is said to be the only way. Harer Namaiva Harer Namaiva 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 Mama Jivanam Kalo Nasteva Nasteva Nastevya Gatiranyata. That's 38 126, Brihan Naradiya Purana. Translation: Meditation is the predominant process for perfection in Satya Yuga, Yagya, sacrifice, in Treta Yuga, and Archan, deity worship, in Dwapar Yuga. But in Kali Yuga, Harinam is my only life. Harinam is my only life. Harinam is my only life. In Kali Yuga, other than Harinam, there is no other way. There is no other way. There is no other way. Sorry. So Harinam has unlimited, great and wonderful. Harinam has unlimited and great and wonderful Shakti, which can destroy all kinds of sins within a moment. Aveshanapi yan namni kirtite sarvapatakai puman vimuchate sadhya singha trastar mrgair iva. That's from the Garuda Puran, 232:12. A person who performs the kirtan of Sri Narayan with absorption becomes at once freed from all sins. They fly away from him, just like a frightened deer who hear the roar of a lion. Whoa, that's a cool verse. Yes, Sarveshwari Mataji. Did you raise your hand by accident? Yeah, okay, no problem. I liked this translation. I just want to read it one more time. A person who performs the kirtan of Sri Narayan with absorption becomes at once freed from all sins. They fly away, all his sins fly away from him, just like a frightened deer who hear the roar of a lion. When one takes shelter of Sri Harinam, all his miseries and all kinds of diseases disappear. Adayo vyadayo yasya smaranan nama kirtinat tadaiva vilayam yanti tadaiva vilayam yanti Tam Anantam Namamyaham. That's from the Skanda Purana. I offer obeisances to the Supreme Lord, who is known as Anantadev. Remembering him and chanting his name immediately dispels all kinds of diseases and miseries completely. One who performs Harinam purifies his family, his society, and the whole world. Mahapataka-yuktopi kirtiyan anisham harim shudhanta karano bhutva jayate pankti pavana. That's from the Brahmanda Purana. What happened? Okay, there. Even if one is very sinful, if he constantly performs Harinam, his heart becomes pure, and he attains twice-born status, and he purifies the whole world. One who is dedicated to Sri Harinam is relieved of all unhappiness, all disturbances, and all kinds of disease. Sarvarogo pashamang sarvopadravanashanam shantidang sarvarishtanam harer namanukirtanam. It's from the Brihad Vishnu Purana. When one performs Shri Harinam Kirtan, all kinds of diseases go away. All kinds of disturbances are appeased. All kinds of obstacles are destroyed, and one attains supreme peace. The degrading qualities of Kali cannot affect one who chants Sri Harinam. Hare Keshava Govinda Vasudeva Jaganmaya iti rayanti ye nityang nahitan bhadate Kali. That's from the Brihan Naradiya Puran. Kali cannot cause any impediment, even for a moment, to those who perform constant kirtan, chanting, O Hare, O Govinda, O Keshav, O Vasudev, O Jaganmaya. One who hears Sri Harinam becomes liberated from hell. Yata yata Harer Nama kirtayanti smanaraka tata tata haro bhaktin udvahanto divam yayu. That's from the Nrsimha Tapani. If even the residents of hell chant Harinam, they achieve Hari Bhakti and enter within the divine abode. Chanting Harinam destroys prarabdha karma, the results of past pious or impious activity which is now bearing fruit. Yanamadeyam riyamana atura patanskalan va vivasho grinan puman vimukta karmargala uttamam gatim prapnoti yakshanti natang kalojana. That's Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 12, Chapter 3, Verse 44. If a human being helplessly chants just one name of Sri Bhagavan at the time of death, in an afflicted situation, or when falling down or slipping, all the bondage of his karma is destroyed and he will obtain the highest goal. But alas, due to the influence of Kali Yuga, people do not worship him. That's interesting, huh? If somebody mentions the name of Bhagavan while falling down or slipping, so it's a good reflex to have to say, oh, Krishna. Okay. I've heard lots of devotees do that. Yeah. Okay. Harinam Kirtan is more glorious and beneficial than studying the Vedas. Maricho maya justata masama pattakinchana govindeti harer nama geyam gaya svanityasha. That's from the Skanda Puran. There is no need to study and teach the Rig, Sama, and Yajur Vedas and so on. Simply perform constant Sankirtan of Sri Hari's name, Govinda. Performing Harinam is better than visiting all tirthas, all holy places. Tirthakoti sahasrani, tirthakoti shatani cha, tani sarvanya vapnoti vishnur namani kirtanat. That's from the Skanda Puran. Kirtan of Sri Vishnu's names gives all the results obtained by going to millions of tirthas. Even a dim glimmer of Harinam, Harinamabhas, gives unlimitedly more results than all kinds of sat karma, all kinds of pious fruitive activities. Gokoti danam grahane kagasya prayaga gango dakakalpavasa yagyayutam meru suvarna danam govinda kirter nasamang shatangshai. One may give cows in charity on the day of a solar eclipse. One may reside in Prayag on the banks of the Ganga for a kalpa. Or one may perform thousands of yagyas and give in charity a mountain of gold as high as Mount Sumeru. Still, all these cannot even be compared with a 100th particle of Sri Govinda Kirtan. Wow. Amazing. Okay, so Harinam can yield all kinds of benefits. Artha. Etat Shadvarga Haranam Ripunigrahana Parang Adhyatma Mulametadhi Vishnur Namanukirtanam. That's from the Skanda Purana. Sankirtan of Sri Vishnu's names conquers the six senses and the six enemies, beginning with Kam and Krodh, lust and anger, and is the root of knowledge of of knowledge of the Supreme Self. Harinam is invested with all Shakti. What's the meter for this? Danavrata tapastirta kshetradhinanchaya stita shaktayo deva mahantang sarva papa harashubha rajashuyashvamedhanang jnana vastuna akrishya harina sarva stapita sveshu namasu. That's from the Skanda Puran. There are so many auspicious qualities within charity, dan, vows, vrata, austerity, tapa, the holy places, tirthakshetras, the devatas, within all kinds of sin-removing righteous activities, in the aggregate of all powers, all shaktis, in the rajasuya and ashwamedha sacrifices, and in the goal of knowledge of the identity of the self, jnana sadhya of atmavastu. However, Sri Hari has assembled all of these potencies and invested them with his own names, within his own names. Sri Harinam gives bliss to the whole world. Stane Hrishikesha tava prakirtya jagat anuvrajyate cha. That's from Bhagavad Gita 11:36. Haribo Chatamai Mataji. O Hrishikesh, the world becomes delighted on hearing the kirtan of your name and fame, and thus everyone becomes attached to you. One who chants Sri Harinam is worshipable in the world. Narayana Jagannatha Vasudeva Janardana iti rayanti ye nityam te vai sarvatra vandita. Didn't we already read this verse? Or maybe it was a little bit different. I thought it. Anyways, that's Brihanaradiya Puran. Those who always perform kirtan, chanting O Narayan, O Jagannath, O Vasudev, O Janardhan, those people are worshipped everywhere in this world. Those people who chant like this are worshipped everywhere in this world. Sri Harinam is the only method for those who have no way. Ananyagatayo martya bhoginopi parantapa jnana vairagya rahita brahmacharya divarjita sarva-dharmojita vishnur nama-matraika jalpaka sukhena dhyam gatim yanti natang sarvepi dharmika. Parma Puran. Those who simply perform kirtan of Sri Vishnu's name may do so because they have no other means of support, and they may be absorbed in sense enjoyment. Wait. Those who simply perform kirtan of Vishnu's name may do so because they have no other means of support, and they may be absorbed in sense enjoyment. They may be troublesome. They may be troublesome to others, bereft of celibacy and other virtues, and outside all dharma. Still, the destination that they achieve cannot be attained by all the combined efforts of religious people. Wow. Okay. Even if somebody's troublesome to others, bereft of celibacy, outside all dharma, absorbed in sense gratification, still, the destination that that very sinful person achieves cannot be attained by the combined efforts of religious people. Wow, that's a very strong verse. Shri Harinam can be performed at all times and under all circumstances. But also, all these verses, they're not referring to Nam Aparad. So, um, yeah, that's the thing. So if somebody's chanting pure Nam or, chanting, then Shri Harinam can be performed at all times and under all circumstances. Maybe also Namabas. I think Namabas is also great. Well, we'll read I think the next chapter is Namabas. There's many gradations of Namabas. So yeah, Harinam can be performed at all times under all circumstances. Na desha niyamas tasmin, na kada niyamas tata, no chishtado nishedosti, Shri Harer nam nilubdaka. That's from the Vishnu Dharmotar. O you who are greedy for Shri Harinam, there is no rule of time and place for kirtan of Shri Harinam. One may perform Harinam Kirtan in any condition, whether one is purified or contaminated. For example, if one's mouth is not clean after eating. Harinam certainly gives mukti very easily to one who desires it. Narayana Chutananta Vasudeveti yo nara Satatam Kirtayed Bhuvi Yatimal Layatang Sahi. It's from the Varaha Purana. The person who wanders about the earth, always chanting the names of Narayan, Ananta, Achyuta, and Vasudev, will go with me to my planet. Kim karishyati sankhena, kim yogar naranayaka, muktim ichasi rajendra, kuru govinda kirtanam. That's from the Garuda Puran. O best of men, what benefit can one derive from studying Sankhya philosophy or practicing Ashtanga yoga? O king, if you desire liberation, just perform Sri Govinda's kirtan. Harinam enables the jivas to attain Vaikuntha. Sarvatra sarvakaleshu yepi kurvanti patakam nama sankirtanam kritva yanti Vishnu parang padam. That's from the Nandi Puran. Even one who has performed sinful activities always and everywhere attains the supreme abode of Vishnu if he performs Nam Sankirtan. Chanting Harinam is the topmost means of pleasing Sri Bhagavan. Nama Sankirtanam Vishnu Kshutrit Prap sorry Kshutrit Prapit God, I don't know why I can't say that. Prapidita Dishu Karoti Satatam Vipras Tasya Prito Yadokshaja. Prapidita. Prapidita means anyways, let's see. O Brahmanas, Adhokshaj Vishnu remains very satisfied with those who incessantly perform Sankirtan of Vishnu's name, even when troubled by hunger and thirst. Okay, Prapidita means troubled. Harinam has the Shakti to control Sri Bhagavan. Rinam etat pravritang me hridayan nasarpati yad govindeti chukrosha krishna mam duravasinam me hridayan nasarpati rinam etat pravrit. It looks like there's a syllable missing from the first line. That's from the Mahabharata. When I was far away from Draupadi, she called out to me, Ha Govinda. I am very much indebted to her for her distressed call, and I have not been able to remove that debt from my heart even today. Wow. Harinam is the Purushartha, is the supreme goal of life for the jivas. Idam eva himangalyam, etad eva dhanarjanam, jivitasya phalang chaitar, yadhamo darakirtanam. That's from the Skanda Puran and Padma Purans. Kirtan of Damodar is certainly the cause of all auspiciousness and the source of real wealth. The only benefit of having life is to perform such kirtan. Harinam Kirtan is the best of all the different kinds of bhakti sadhan. Agachit smaranam Vishnur bhavayasena sadhyate Oshtaspandana matrena kirtanam tu tato varam. Oh, we went through this verse recently. Where was it? I think it's Jiva Goswami's. Um, God, what was the context? Anyways, that's from the Vaishnav Chintamani. Shri Vishnu Smaranam destroys all sins, but is attained only after much endeavor. Vishnu Kirtan, however, is superior because the same benefit is attained simply by vibrating Sri Nam upon one's lips. Ushtaspandana matrena kirtanam tu tato varam. Yad abhyarsha haring bhaktya kritte kratu shatair api phalang prapnotyavak avikalang kalo govinda kirtanam. The same entire benefit obtained by performing hundreds of yagyas in Satya Yuga can be achieved in Kali Yuga by performing kirtan of Sri Govinda's names. This is a very famous verse. I remember we had to memorize this one in Jagannath Puri. Kriteya yad dhyayato vishnum tretayam yajato makai dvapare paricharyayam kalotad hari kirtanat. At Srimad Bhagavatam 12.352. Simply performing kirtan of Sri Hari's Nam in Kali Yuga gives the same results as those that are achieved by meditating on Bhagavan in Satya Yuga, by worshipping him with great yagyas in Treta Yuga, and by performing formal deity worship in Dwapara Yuga. Vijay. Prabhu, I have full faith that Harinam is completely spiritual. But still, in order to be free from doubts with regard to Nāma-tattva, it is necessary to understand how Sri Harinam can be spiritual. How it can be spiritual when it is composed of syllables, which are apparently material. Will you please clarify this point? Babaji, the Swarup, the nature and form of Sri Nam has been explained in the Padma Puran. Nama-chintamani Krishnas Chaitanya Rasavigraha Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Bhinnatvan Nama-namino. Shri Krishna Nam is Chintamani Swarup. This means that it awards the supreme goal of life and all transcendental good fortune. This is because Shri Harinam is non-different from him who possesses Shri Nam. For the same reason, Shri Divyanam is the very form of mellows, its Chaitanya Rasa Swarup, and is complete, pure, and eternally liberated from contact with Maya. Shri Nam and Shri Nami. Nami is he who possesses Shri Nam, the possessor of Shri Nam. Shri Nam and Shri Nami are non-different in tattva. Therefore, Shri Krishna Nam has all the spiritual qualities present in Krishna himself, the possessor of Shri Nam. Shri Nam is always the complete truth and has no contact with dull matter. He is eternally liberated because he is never bound by material modes. Shri Krishna Nam is Krishna himself, and that is why he is the personified form of the aggregate wealth of transcendental mellows. Shri Harinam is a wish-fulfilling gem, a chintamani, and thus can award all that one desires from him. Vijay. How can the syllables of Shri Harinam be beyond the realm of illusory material words? It sounds just like other sound, it's just material, the sound of material syllables coming together. So how can it be beyond the realm of illusory material words? Babaji. Harinam has not taken birth in the material world. The conscious spark-like jiva is qualified to utter Harinam when he is situated in his pure spiritual form. However, he cannot perform pure Harinam with his material senses, which are bound by Maya. When the jiva obtains the mercy of the Hladini Shakti, then the activity of realizing his Swarup begins, and Shuddha Nam arises at that time. Okay, so Shuddha Nam arises when the jiva starts to realize his swarup, his form and nature. When Shuddha Nam appears, he mercifully descends on the mental faculty and dances on the tongue, which has been purified through the practice of bhakti. Shri Harinam is not a form of letters. Yeah, Shri Harinam is not a form of letters, but when he dances on the material tongue, he is manifest in a form of letters. That is the secret of Krishna Nam. Vijay. Which name is the sweetest of all the primary holy names? Babaji. The Shatanam Stotra says, Vishnur ekaikam namapi sarva vedadhikam matam tadrik nama sahasrena rama nama samang smritam. Chanting one name of Vishnu gives more benefit than studying all the Vedas. And one name of Ram is equal to 1,000 names, Sahasranam, of Vishnu. Again, it is stated in the Brahmanda Puran, Sahasranamnam punyanam trir avritya tuyat phalam ekavritya tu krishnasya namaikam tat prayachati. If one utters Sri Krishna Nam once, one obtains the same results that comes from chanting the pure Vishnu Sahasranam 3 times. So chanting one Ram Nam is the same as chanting the 1,000 names of Vishnu 1 time. And chanting Krishna Nam is equal to chanting it 3 times. So I guess Krishna Nam is 3 times more powerful than Ram Nam, and 3,000 times more powerful than Vishnu Sahasranam. Wait, is that the right way to word it? It says equal, so maybe I shouldn't say power. Anyways, whatever. The purport is that 1,000 names of Vishnu equals 1 name of Ram, and 3,000 names of Vishnu, that is to say, 3 names of Ram, equals 1 name of Krishna. Chanting Krishna's name once gives the same result as chanting Ram's name 3 times. Shri Krishna Nam is certainly the supreme name. Therefore, we should follow the instruction of the Lord of our life, Shri Gauranga Sundar, and always take Shri Nam as he has given it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vijay. What is the process of Harinam sadhan? What is the process to practice Shri Harinam? Practice chanting Shri Harinam, I mean. Babaji. One should constantly perform Harinam by counting the names properly on a tulsi mala, or in the absence of that, counting on the fingers. One should always stay far away from offenses. The fruit of Shri Harinam, Krishna Prem, is attained by chanting Shuddhanam. The purpose of keeping count is for the sadhak to understand whether his practice of Shri Harinam is increasing or diminishing. Tulsi Devi is very dear to Hari, so touching her while taking Harinam means that Harinam bestows more benefit. When one is practicing Nam, one should understand that Shri Krishna Nam is non-different from his Swarup, from his eternal intrinsic form. Vijay, Prabhu, there are 9 or 64 different angas of sadhan, but chanting Shri Harinam is only one form. If one is always practicing Nam, how can one have time for the other forms of sadhan? Babaji, that is not difficult. The 64 different angas of bhakti are all contained within the 9-fold process of bhakti. The 9 angas of bhakti, whether in the worship, archan of Sri Murti, so the 9 angas of bhakti, whether in the worship of the Sri Murti of the deity or in nirjan sadhan, they can be performed anywhere. Simply by the pure hearing, chanting, and remembering of Shri Krishna Nam in front of Sri Murti, one has accomplished Nam Sadhan. Where there is no Murti, simply remember the Murti and perform sadhan to that Murti with the limbs of Navada, of 9-fold bhakti, in the form of hearing and chanting Shri Nam, etc. One who is fortunate enough to have special ruchi for Sri Nam always performs Nam Kirtan. Thus, he automatically follows all the angas of bhakti. Sri Nam Kirtan is the most powerful of all the 9 processes of sadhan, of shravanam, kirtanam, etc. During kirtan, all the other angas are present, although they may not be evident. Vijay. How is it possible to perform continuous Nam Sankirtan? Babaji. Continuous Nam Kirtan means performing Kirtan of Sri Harinam at all times while sitting, getting up, eating, or working, except when one is sleeping. In Nam Sadhan, there is no prohibition regarding time, place, situation, or cleanliness. That is, one may be in a pure or impure condition. Vijay. Oh, the mercy of Nam Bhagavat is unlimited. But we have no hope of becoming Vaishnavas until you give us your mercy and bestow upon us the power to perform Nam constantly. Babaji, I have already explained that there are 3 kinds of Vaishnavas. There's Kanishta, Madhyam, and Uttam. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Satyaraj Khan that anyone who takes Krishna Nam is a Vaishnav. One who constantly takes Krishna Nam is a Madhyam Vaishnav. And the Uttam Vaishnav is he whose very sight makes Krishna Nam appear spontaneously in one's mouth. Since you sometimes take Krishna Nam with faith, you have already obtained the position of a Vaishnav. That's so interesting. So here, Raghunath Babaji Maharaj is saying that because he sometimes takes Krishna Nam, that must put him in the category of a Kanishta Vaishnava, right? Anyone who takes Krishna Nam, he didn't say constantly, and anyways, since you sometimes take Krishna Nam with faith, you have already obtained the position of a Vaishnav. Vijay. Because Vijay is already like at the stage of Ruchi, of Sakti even, right? Like he's already understanding his Sarup. Anyways, I have a question there. So Vijay, please tell us whatever we should know about Shuddha Krishna Nam. Babaji. Shuddha Krishna Nam is Krishna Nam that has arisen through undivided bhakti resulting from full faith. Other than that, the chanting of Sri Nam will be experienced either Namabhas or Nāma-parad. That's the topics for the next 2 chapters. Can't talk right now, but yeah. Vijay, Prabhu, we should understand that Harinam is sadhya, is the aim and purpose. Should we understand that Harinam is sadhya, the aim and purpose? Or sadhan, the means to attain that purpose? Babaji, when one takes Harinam in the course of sadhan bhakti, that nam can be called sadhan. However, when the bhakta takes Harinam in the course of bhav bhakti or prem bhakti, that manifestation of Sri Nam is sadhyavastu, or the aim and object of practice. The sadhak's realization of the contraction or expansion of Sri Harinam will depend on his level. Vijay, is there a difference in the experience of Krishna Nam and Krishna Sarup? Babaji, no, there is no difference in the experience. But one should understand the confidential secret that Krishna Nam is more merciful than Krishna Sarup, than Krishna's very form. Krishna's Sarup, Krishna's form, does not forgive whatever offense is made to him. But Krishna Nam forgives both offenses committed to the Sarup and offenses committed towards himself. When you take Nam, you should understand the Nam aparads very clearly and try to avoid them. Because you cannot chant Shuddhanam until you stop committing offenses. The next time you come, we will discuss Nam Aparad. When Vrajanath and Vijay Kumar had learned about the glories of Nam and Nam Swarup Tattva, they took Sri Gurudev's foot dust and slowly returned to Bilva Pushkarini. Thus ends the 23rd chapter of Jaiva-dharma, entitled Prameya, Nāma-tattva. Okay, so tomorrow we will read chapter 24, which is about Nam Aparad. Okay, so that's our program for today. Just one announcement. We are Srivas in 1 hour from now at 9 a.m. Right now it's 8 a.m. here in India. So at 9 a.m. India time, Srivas wanted to read through an article that he translated by Srila Prabhupada in Bhagavad Patrika. And then somebody asks a question in relation to that article. This is when he was still Abhay Charanaravinda Prabhu, when he's still Grahasta. And so then somebody asks a question in relation to that article. And so then my Gurudev explains it in Bhagavad Patrika, and that maybe the next issue, I'm guessing. Yeah. And it's on the topic of, does Kalki avatar come in this at the end of this Kali Yuga? So that's the topic. And also, Srivas wanted to read the first glorification, like the Srila Gurudev's first Harikatha in the West. So we'll read those two things. If anybody wants to join, just come back to, I'll post it in our WhatsApp group, but you could also just go to my YouTube channel. All right. Oh, and one other thing. Anyways, Vaijanti-mūla Mataji, she wrote a whole thing, just very grateful to all the devotees who prayed for her mother, who just passed away the other day. Yeah. Should I? It's short. I'll just read what she wrote, because let me just see. Yeah, because, oh my God, we had such a long conversation the other day. Okay, she says, my humble pranam, Jai Srila Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada. That beautiful Jivatma who played the role of my mother in this world has been released from her suffering body. She had not eaten or drunk anything for 2 weeks before leaving, and for 2 weeks we have been anticipating that she could leave at any time. We feel relief that she is out of that suffering. She left a little after midnight. I was not present, but I have just put Tulsi in her mouth and on her heart and sprinkled her with Gurudev's Padajal, Srila Bharati Maharaj's also, and Gangajal. I would like to thank you for your sincere prayers and generous acts of kindness offered to Sri Guru and Krishna for her spiritual welfare. I felt the strength and benefit of them myself, so I can't imagine the benefit she must have received from them. The Sri Guru Parampara ki jai. Due to their unprecedented compassion, which has influence over aspiring devotees like us, someone who never independently chose to adopt the path of bhakti has attained some sukriti for bhakti. Amazing. Aspiring to serve Sri Guru and the Vaishnavas by Janti-mala Dasi. All right. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Shri Sachinandan Gaur Hari ki Jai, Shri Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju ki Jai, Shri Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan Ju ki Jai, Jai Shri Gurudev ki Jai, Jai Shri Param Gurudev ki Jai, Jai Shri Prabhupada ki Jai, Shri Rupano Gauriya Guru Varga ki Jai, Swapasha Ji Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai, Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopikan ki Jai, Shri Giriraj Maharaj ki Jai, Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki Jai, Jai Shri Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki Jai, Jai Jaiva-dharma ki Jai, Jai Shri Krishna Nama ki Jai, Jai Shri Hari Nama Sankirtan ki Jai, Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai, Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai, Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Gaur. Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshavashacha Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavataya Namo Namaha. Pancha kalpatarubhyashta kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Dandavat pranams Nari Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mataji, Guru Nishta Prabhu, Nitai Mukesh ji, Sarveshwari Mataji, Chattamai Mataji, Vangsiwala Prabhu, Premavati Didi, Champak Mataji, Suman Shilji, Ganga Mataji, Kishore Prabhu, Raghav Pandit Prabhu, Pradyumna Prabhu, Mantramurti Mataji, Vidyalalasa Didi, And Indira Mataji, and I see a bunch of other devotees there. Dandavat Pranams, thank you so much for joining. And I look forward to seeing you all either in an hour from now to read this article that by Srila Prabhupada and Srila Gurudev's answer to a question about that article. Or I'll see you all tomorrow to read from Jaiva-dharma about Nam Aparad. Very important. So, all right. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranams. Is there anything anybody wants to mention before I end the stream now? Okay, great. See you.